All right, welcome back, everyone. You can call us here at 615-737-7767 until those phone calls start coming in. Steve, back to you. You wanted to tell us something about the Boys and Girls Club.
Yes, April the 2nd, we're doing the 4th annual Boys and Girls Club. The guys from Jeff Hollingshead from Sproner Ready Mix, he's involved with the Boys and Girls Club in Rutherford County. And you can get information from going to the Boys and Girls Club of Rutherford County website. It's posted on their website now. It's from Safe Light till 3 o'clock. All the money raised goes, 100% of it goes to the Boys and Girls Club to help them with their after-school programs and summer programs. And
now, what is this? Is it a tournament? Is it a fishing?
It's a tournament, just a regular bass tournament.
Okay.
Like a 5-fish limit, I believe, is what they have.
Okay.
And they pay back 3 or 4 or 5 places. I forget how many they pay. Last year was the first year I got involved with it, and I'll be involved again this year. I'll be doing the weigh-ins again this year, like we did last year. And the money they raised about $20,000 to $25,000 a year for the Boys and Girls Club.
Okay.
So it's a great benefit tournament to raise money for them, and just invite anybody that loves bass fish and fish tournaments to come fish.
That's a great cause.
April the 2nd, and
April 2nd.
help them out.
We'll get some information. We'll start announcing that on a regular basis till it gets to April 2nd. We got some callers. Courtney, she must be on the line. All right, well, do we have Mickey? Mickey, how can we help you tonight?
I was just calling. I enjoy your show real well, Hugh, but I was calling on the senior citizens license.
Yes.
Which were $11 last year, and this year they went to $50. Do they not seem like it's an increase for a senior citizen?
That is a big increase, isn't it?
Yep.
I did not realize it went to 50.
I know. I bought my sportsman's license today, and I don't know what it was last year. It was $168.
It was 136 last year. So it's 100. How much now?
168, I think, is what I paid for it
Whoa.
today. Remember, your licenses are expired, by the way.
Yeah, by the way, they're expired.
Absolutely.
But now I did understand that they have not had a license increase in
sometime
4 or 5 years, I know of at least. And the fuels and everything kind of set them back. I know that some of the fields and wildlife management areas were not able to appropriate any funds to plant any crops or anything for that wildlife. So that's some of the reasoning behind it. But Mickey, we appreciate. You know, the best thing I can do is talk to TWRA about it. You know, that's about all we can do, really.
Well, you know, if $10 or $15, I could understand that, but you know, $39 increase, that's a little bit high, I think, for a senior.
That is a bit much, I believe, and I don't know, and you know, one thing that you might want to do is kind of, I would look at some of the other states.
Yeah.
I'd look at Alabama, Kentucky, see what their residents, seniors, are paying, and just approach. You need to approach TWRA in a informed manner, is what I would say. Okay, and we will do this very same thing, Mickey.
All right.
Thank you,
very
sir.
much.
All right, we appreciate that, and we have Raymond. Raymond, how can we help you tonight?
Yeah, I just want to know if you've ever caught any of them tilapias on Old Hickory, and I'd like to know about, is there a crew limit or a size limit, and what's the best bait to catch them with?
Okay, I'll tell you what, if you...
I have never caught a tilapia.
Well, we have.
I have eaten one, but I have never caught one.
Steve, have you been there?
I had to out there, huh?
Right now, they're up there at the Gallatin Steam Plant
Okay.
in Old Hickory. But the problem is they put that barrier up there, and you can't get very far into the steam plant anymore. But there is no creel limit, and there is no size limit because they're not of this state. They are wanting them out.
Non-native.
They're unnative fish to this state, so It's not ruled by a creel limit or a size limit. But what we found out catches them is just the same old thing that we used to do, what to call perch jerky, and that was just a little red worm on a little bitty hook with a split shot and a bobber, and just pitch it out there, and it doesn't take no time. That tilapia will take it. They're really hungry, and they're good eating. They're high in protein. It's getting a little late in the season, though, because the water temperatures are down. It kills them off a lot, but they're concentrated in the Gallatin steam plant area. Hope that helps you.
All right, appreciate it.
Thank you. And we got Jeff. Jeff, how can we help you tonight?
Yeah, it's Jeff, Wakefield, Tennessee.
Yes, sir.
And, yeah, I was wondering, that big total full of crappie you was talking about, was they caught recently, and have you heard of anybody catching any crappie yet?
They were caught during the one of the days. It was the Saturday of the Tennessee Boat and Fishing Show, which was February 13th. Yeah. February 13th. And Jeff went out with Dude Maddox. Is a great crappie guide right here on Percy Priest. But if you can get a hold of Dude, I promise you, he can make your cooler look just like that one. He is that good. So, and another one that you could get is Mark Adams. But Jeff went with our Mark Travis. Mark Travis, I meant to say, but Mark Travis or Dude Maddox, either one of those guys are great crappie guides on Percy Priest. They can fill your cooler just like that one, I promise.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. And we got Randy. Randy, how can we help you tonight?
Yeah, my question's for David there.
Okay.
I know he chases those big smallmouth on Center Hill Lake around up there because I see him every now and then. If he was fishing up there in the next couple of weeks, what would he be throwing at them? And I'll hang up and listen.
All right, sir.
That's a good question, since I hadn't been on Center Hill in a long time. This is the time of year when those smallmouth start moving up, so I'm going to be throwing a jerkbait. It's hard to beat the Alabama rig, even though a lot of you guys, it's a lot of chandelier to throw out there, but the smallmouth really like that Alabama rig. As they start moving back into those pockets, they're going to be on pea gravel banks, pea gravel points, those round type of points. But those are probably my two things that I would be throwing right now. You get a day where it's real slick and sunny, no wind, and those kind of days, I don't feel real good about a moving bait. I'll just throw a jig, just a half-ounce football jig, green pumpkin. I mean, you kind of pick your color, but that Clearwater green pumpkin's hard to beat. So football jig, jerkbait, Alabama rig, jitterbug, deep crank. No, those would be the three that I'd choose.
That's the three that I would choose too, and I appreciate that. Also, we got Mike. Mike, how can we help you tonight?
Hey, I like the new background and everything you got there, man. I just really want to commend you how awesome it looks. Great. And I got a question to ask.
Okay.
Are you allowed to build a little small fire, like along a bank wherever you might be fishing, like down here on Kentucky Lake, you know, where the pumping station, there's a lot of plain rocks area there, and if it happens to be real chilly in the morning, are we allowed to build like a little fire to keep warm? And I'll hang up, and thanks for your time and keep up the great work.
Thank you, sir. And you know,
I think that's okay. Don't take my word for it. Don't tell the game warden that I told you that.
I think you can, as long as they don't have a non-fire burning thing.
Here's what I would do, and I've been doing this we're talking about my house. You know, you just call the local county and say, hey, I want to, is it all right if I do this? I called Wilson County the other day and did that, and they said, you don't need a burn permit, but we appreciate you calling us, because that way if somebody, you know, reports it or whatever. So that's what I would do, is just call your local county and say, you know, this is my intention, small fire, are there any issues with
Call
that?
Stewart County and ask them over there on Kentucky Lake.
They'll set you straight on it.
They will flat let you know. But that's a great question. All right, we got Taylor. Taylor, how can we help you tonight?
I was wondering where some good lakes are around to go fishing on. I live in Murfreesboro, and I'm new to the area.
Well, one of them's Priest.
You're real
close.
Yeah. Percy Priest is a very good lake right there. It starts basically in Murfreesboro and And man, that would be my first place to start.
Well, Tyler, are you fishing out of a boat or going along the bank, or you kayak or
Pontoon.
Huh?
Pontoon.
Pontoon.
Yeah.
Oh, pontoon. Percy Priest. But I'll tell you something that hardly anybody does anymore, and it's since he lives in Murfreesboro, and that's fish at Walter Hill Dam.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of big largemouth over at Walter Hill Dam. A lot of fishing opportunity, and there you can just walk around the bank there. Even in the summer, go wading.
Right.
It's a fun place to go. So you're in a great location to be all around with some great fishing. And if you just decide you want to go south one day, right outside of Winchester, you got Tim's Ford.
Yeah, Tim's Ford's a great lake.
Not far from Murfreesboro, so it's a great lake. You got Lake Normandy and Woods Reservoir right there in Manchester. So you got about 4 or 5 lakes right around you that's really, really good fishing. Great fishing, matter of fact. So we hope that helps you.
Thanks.
Thank you. And we got Jim. Jim, how can we help you tonight?
I just had a response on the senior fishing license in Kentucky.
Yes, sir.
They're $5.
That's a far cry from 50.
They got us beat.
They got us beat. I'll tell you what. See, now that's the kind of information. Why don't you write Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency, and I would. You could write Bobby Wilson. Bobby Wilson's second in command. I promise you he will respond. But if you'll just write attention Bobby Wilson and say, I'd just like to know, Kentucky's $5, ours is $50. Can you explain to me why our fees are so much higher? And just handle it professionally, and I promise you'll get better results doing it that way. And just see what they say. Does that help you?
I live in Kentucky myself, and that's what I pay is $5.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
That was back to Mickey was the caller.
Yeah, Mickey was the caller that was that. Okay, I'm sorry. I got them mixed up. But so yours is $5 in Kentucky.
Right, and the whole license for the sportsman license is about 90-something.
Right.
For the year.
I hear U-Hauls gathering up to get everybody's going back to Kentucky. Well, I tell you what, y'all do have a great lakes up there and a lot of great game animals and stuff like that in Kentucky. So you're bound to be doing something right.
Okay, y'all have a good day.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate it. All right. And Mark, how can we help you tonight? Mark?
Oh, I like to know why catfish bite so slow.
What?
Why do catfish bite so slow?
Well,
I don't know. Whenever I'm bass fishing, they seem to bite really good.
They're real good, don't they?
Now, we might have to get Joy over here to tell about catfish. She's the expert over here, I'll tell you. They never bite for me, right? But now, they bite slow because they are a bottom feeder. Mainly they are a bottom feeder. Now I disagree because a lot of people say they're all bottom feeders. They're not, because a blue cat will actually chase down live bait and eat it, just like a
caught
bass.
So many on a crankbait, reeling it fast. So they're not just completely lethargic, but I can remember as a kid throwing the old worm out there and you'd wait. And maybe that's because I waited too long. Maybe they didn't bite that slow, but I can remember that.
I can remember that, but we hope that helps you. All right, lots of great calls. Hey, we had a lot of calls tonight. We had 8, 9, 10 calls tonight. That's great. But for now, we got to take a break. So let's take a break. When we come back, Joy's got a great recipe over there, so you better get your pen and pad ready to be taking notes. We'll be right back with more Southern Woods Waters.